Hello everyone, Paul here. Today I'm going to give you guys another strategy, and this one is for pick 4. And this one is kind of a risky. It's risky, but you know, it's the cheapest way to pay for a straight. But you can kind of drain all your all your money real fast doing this strategy. But if you win, you'll win the straight. But I'm going to kind of explain this strategy. So if you guys have seen some of my previous videos, I mentioned that one of my best strategies that I do is I find numbers with doubles, and that's kind of like my key strategy. And in those other videos, like for example here, the 6191. In my previous videos, I may or may not said, find a double and then play all the numbers in the double. Like for this one, you would play 6, 1, and 9, play it as a box, and you win a box, but not much. See, this one would win, the one I'm pointing out. But there's another way you can do it, but it costs a little bit more money, and it's more like taking a stab at it kind of thing. But this is the exact same strategy, but instead of doing a box, your goal is to hit a straight. Now, since you're working with more numbers, you basically have to you go and you find a double. Just for the strategy, you go and look for a double. Just look for a double. You can browse all the states. Just look for a double like this one, 0015. Now, what you have to do is you have to figure out, because you basically have 3 numbers. You're basically taking a guess, and which one of these, you're taking a guess on which one of these numbers is going to appear the next day. Whichever one you have the good feeling about is you play that number in all combinations. You play unmatched numbers, all with, like, say if I want to pick between 0, 1, and 5, I pick one of those. I picked either 0, 1, or 5, and I play all numbers with unmatched numbers. Now, if I'm going to take a stab at it, I would say 5. And guess what? I would have won $2,000. So that was me taking a stab at it. Now, if I picked 0 or 1, I would have lost, or if it would have come out as a double, I would have lost. So basically there's 3 numbers, so you have around a 30% chance. You have around a 30% chance of winning if you do this. Keep in mind, even if you pick the right number, it could still come out as a double. So you could lose 4 different ways. One of the other numbers could be played, or it could come out as a double. Those ways you will lose. But if you somehow pick the right number out of those 3, you will win the straight. Now, when I say unmatched numbers, I just want to be clear that these are all the numbers are different. Those are the numbers you would pick. So you go find a double, and you go find your 3 numbers. So let's just look again. Let's look again without seeing what the other number is. And you want to stay away from 3 of the same number. You're only looking for 2 of the same number. Like this one here, 70. So I would pin it down to 70 and 1. Now, what I would look for, kind of to help me out determine which numbers to pick, I would see which one of these numbers has already had repeated numbers. So we can see that 7 here has repeated already. It's repeated 4 times. So I personally wouldn't pick 7. I would pick probably 0. So I'm going to take a stab at it.
that you dreamed it'd be.